You know, I always thought that, running your own work life, is the healthiest thing you could do. I mean, internal health. I mean, the stuff we have when we work for somebody else, we get all that pressure. People telling us what to do. We have no control. We don't even know how they keep score sometimes. Who knows? Somebody could come in the next day and don't like the color of your socks and you're fired and everything. So we have all that pressure on us of unknown and the worry that causes it. It's sort of like that. It's almost the same as debt. When you're in debt up to your keister, and you can't do anything about it. You don't know what to do. And that worry eats you inside. Stuff you have no control over eats you. And that's why I always thought, boy, the most healthiest things to do is to have your own business somehow, because then you control it. Sure, it's going to work like hell, but it's the stuff you want to do. And you don't have to cater the whims of some boss. You just have to figure out the whims of the customers, and that's the key. And see, nowadays there's so many cool ways to start a business that costs no money. When I was growing up, you had either a store, that you had to, it cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to open up something like that. Now it's just a website. It costs you $10 to do a website now. That's it. Or service businesses. You needed trucks and all this kind of stuff and whatever. And now with the new internet, you don't need anything to start a business. Now there's service businesses in the internet. And I talked about this business, I think probably about last year, about a year ago, where, see, Airbnb, I don't know if you know that. That's Airbnb.com. They have like 800,000 rooms around the world. It's like a hotel that doesn't own any rooms. Now this Airbnb is worth like anywhere to $15 billion to $50 billion. Everybody puts names on that. But if it's 15 or 12 or 15, which I saw the value of a few months ago, that's the same value of Hyatt hotels. So we all know Hyatt hotels, but hardly anybody's heard of Airbnb. Hyatt Hotels has 150,000 employees. Airbnb has 1,000. That's it. See, that's why all the jobs are not going to traditional businesses. All the new stuff that's created. So if Airbnb is a new thing now, and it's as big as Hyatt Hotels, but it's only creating 1,000 jobs, and Hyatt Hotels created 150,000 jobs, boy, something's changing in our country, right? But see, what it's creating is income for people, because I could take like this spare room in my house and use it at a hotel. Somebody's coming in town for a day and put it on Airbnb. They do all the marketing. They get a customer, and they take a small percentage, and I get whatever the person's going to stay here, do that. So people have extra rooms. We have an extra apartment down. We don't use in Washington, D.C. and making a fortune on this thing. We just put it on a couple months ago. And see, with the platforms like Airbnb, they do all the marketing. Millions and millions of people come to that website every day looking for places to stay. So that's why they have 800,000 things on it. So now what's interesting is that people who have extra houses, or they go away on vacation. So you go on vacation, you can be making money on your house. Okay, now the business that is started is someone to take care of that for you, because you maybe want to put it on Airbnb, you don't want to handle the guy the keys or whatever, you don't want to clean the house afterwards or whatever, and they do it for percentage, small, it could be 10, 15, 20%, some of them take 30, 40% or more, but anything, all that is just extra money for you. So you could just have an extra, blow up mattress in your living room or a summer home you rarely use, and get this short-term stay. Maybe somebody needs a day, a week, a couple days or whatever, and whatever. And these businesses, now if you Google, actually there was an ad in a big article in the Wall Street Journal today, the date that I'm taping this, in the real estate section, and the headline is, "A new layer of welcome. A fledgling industry has sprung up of companies offering to take the work out of short-term rentals for a fee." So if you Google these companies, Guesty, G-U-E-S-T-Y, Flatbook, F-L-A-T-B-O-O-K, and then I like this, One Fine Stay, O-N-E-F-I-N-E-S-T-A-Y. You see how they operate. They're just, it's just labor. So if you have a small business like this, you don't need anything. You do the work, right? And you do a website, and that costs you 20 bucks nowadays to do a website on one of these prepackaged websites in your business. Now, the only thing you have to do is find people that have rooms or apartments or houses that they're not doing, or people go on vacation. You could go in nice neighborhoods, and because everybody's a little tight with money, and put a flyer on their door knocker or something like that. Hey, when you're going away on vacation this year, I can take care of this for you and make you money, and I'll give you 30% of the money. See? Wow. I mean, that's a deal. Man, that's right for everybody. That's how I made a lot of money telling you the world. I split the money with it. Like when you saw me on television, something like that, doing commercials, I wasn't buying those commercial times. I would say, okay, I don't know how much that commercial time is worth, but if you don't have anybody who's a sucker enough to buy the commercial time and you don't want to leave it empty, use my commercial and I'll give you half the money. See, I always say it's like a bookstore. So if they make money from me, I'll give money. Yeah, half of it for them. So it took all the risk out of it. Yeah, and all I got, if it worked, I got money. If it didn't work, I have the investment in the ad, and I'm using it all over, so it didn't matter. See, and that's what this is, that kind of business. You have no investment, no nothing, and the person who has the apartment or the condo or whatever, you know, already paid for it. It's just extra found money for them, and nobody's going to be using it. See. And that's what's neat. So there's so many ways to make money in this world that we just have to open our mind and think about it. You know, just don't sit there and do nothing. And even if you're not sure, you just try the sucker, because you don't know what really works anyway. So it's out there trying one dumb thing, and when that fails, you try another dumb thing. And then one of your dumb things work, and then people don't call you dumb anymore because you got lucky.